Welcome back, everyone. The Bowls Academy's podcast, What a Load of Bowls. Simon Little here with co-host DJ Dilworth. Simon, episode number, check, please.
23, I believe, DJ. We did say 23 last week, but I think there was a bit of stuff up in both of our parts there.
Oh, man, you're not even going to throw me under the bus? What a guy.
I'm not going to throw you under the bus this week, DJ, but welcome back, everyone. Episode 23. We have checked and verified. It is 23.
Yes, it's another stuff up last week, but as Simon admitted, we checked prior to this, but obviously we're just too excited, mate. We're just getting the big numbers up now, and we just forgot ourselves for a minute. But yes, episode 23, the 23rd week in a row, we've brought you this podcast, and people are still listening. It's wonderful to hear. It's good to hear some feedback from people as well, mate. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun to do so far.
Yep. May many more episodes continue, DJ. So how was your weekend, DJ? It was Father's Day on Sunday.
Pretty good, mate. It was a nice, quiet one. Pretty quiet.
In bed?
Not quite, mate. I was up pretty early. I'm not a big breakfast man either, but yeah, they brought me some breakfast later on. I came out to the man cave for a bit, just chilled out. A few presents from Zoe, Leah, and Noah. Obviously, pushing mummy to spend some money to spoil daddy, as they were. So it's nice to get spoiled for once. But yeah, man. What about you? First one.
Yes.
First one. What did you get up to?
Pretty quiet, DJ. Nice and relaxing. Around Cronulla. Took it easy. Yeah, it was good. Got a few little gifts from Ellie. Yeah, it was good. Good one, DJ. Nice.
Sharkies didn't help you on the weekend, did they?
Nah, they didn't really, but I didn't really pay much attention to the game, to be honest, DJ. I didn't really look at it.
Yeah, Manchester United didn't help us either, did they?
Well, that's it. I was going to mention that too, DJ. It was a bit of a boring, sad week for any Manchester United fans.
The Roosters let me down as well, yeah. Woke up that morning and, like I said, I judge what's happened by, because the games can be on in the middle of the night, I judge what's happened by how many notifications I've got in a certain WhatsApp group with Andy, Dave, and James. Because they sit and watch it all individually too in their houses and then just carry on in that WhatsApp message. And when I know there's 100-odd messages, it hasn't been good. So I went straight to the BBC Sport website, and there's old Eric Tanahag saying, "I'm not Harry Potter." Oh, so what have they done? And then you see the 3-0 at home against Liverpool, and it's just like, is the season over yet?
Yeah, that's how I felt, DJ, when I seen the result. It's just like, oh, and then I watched a little bit of the short highlights, and that was painful. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing the season over already, DJ. But anyway.
I couldn't even bring myself to watch the highlights, mate. So you're a braver man than me. Well done to you. Right, so what are we leading into this week, mate? We got some results from around the greens. So starting at that big event in Broadbeach, the Broadbeach five-a-side. You've got some information in there in front of you. It is Tuesday night, as we keep mentioning when we record. So not down to the nitty-gritty yet. By the time this comes out on Thursday morning, they'll be getting down towards that. So we'll give you a rundown next week of what actually happened in the business end of the competition. But yeah, mate, like we spoke about last week, great competition. 28 sides up there on the Gold Coast. I'm sure they're there just for the bowls right now and not the weather and the beaches and stuff. But yeah, how's it going up there for the teams, mate?
Yeah, look, it's kicked off 2 full days, DJ, of play up there at Broadbeach, and plenty of prize money up for grabs for all those players that are up there, DJ. $70,000 is the prize money. Big money, all up for grabs up there, Broadbeach. So all to play for, DJ. And after 2 days of play and 2 full days of play, really knock out the rounds up there. Raymond Terrace, the Jets, DJ, top spot, number 1.
Did you say Raymond Terrace or Geelong?
Raymond Terrace.
Okay,
we'll make that clarification there. In second spot, we've got Cabra.
Yep.
Plenty of handy players at Cabra.
Mm-hmm.
And third, Club Pine Rivers. Fourth, Warilla Gorillas. And sitting in fifth, Helensville. So plenty of top sides there, DJ. There's no real surprises there with the top 5, I think. And quality players in all those teams. So
pretty tight underneath, I would imagine, too. Plenty of changes, and this is with the format they have. Lots of chop and change in each session. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out over the week. But yeah, I mean, any surprises? Anyone floundering down near the bottom we wouldn't have expected it to be? Or
oh, look, our local rivals over here in the Shire, DJ, Engadine Cougars sitting pretty low there in spot 22.
Trust you to pick that one out.
Get a shout out there to Matty. That's a chance to give him a shout out there, DJ.
He's not playing, is he?
No, he's
not. If he's in that team, then they've got no chance.
Maybe he did fly in. Maybe he's a sub. That's why they're sitting in position 22.
Probably up there team managing, so he doesn't do much else these days. So he doesn't. He's got about 17 greenkeepers underneath him. He's got more greenkeepers than St. John's having their bowls office.
Yeah, no real surprise at DJ. You know, you've got your usual suspects and some of the teams I looked at beforehand. Like I thought Maryland's had quite a good side going up there. They're sitting in 8th position, so still definitely reachable with only 2 days of play gone, 2 days to go. And you know, you got Deer Park guys, St. John's. They're floating in around there, DJ in that top half. So
Deer Park's doing well all around, aren't they? I've just seen their. I know we haven't touched on it much because it's not a competition we're familiar with, but that VBL down in Victoria, I seen Deer Park took that out as well.
Yeah.
So
did see that. So well done to those guys down there and
doing some good things.
Absolutely, no real shocks, DJ, but that's only after 2 days. Really, plenty of games left to go there, and plenty of movement could happen in those positions. So we'll cool. Listeners will find out, DJ, and when this is released to see who's up there. Take a look, folks. And
you fancy throwing a prediction out there, mate?
Oh, look, I think these type of competitions, it's once you get up to the top, it's hard to then get into those sort of top 4, top 5 positions. Yeah. It's easier for those teams to just continually just rack up some wins and stay there. Those teams really have to go have a really bad day to drop out of that sort of top 5, 6 positions. And the teams below have to basically win all the games that day and hope that those top teams drop 2, 3, 4 games. That's usually what happens. So I'd say those positions, those top 5, 6 teams are going to be there or thereabouts when it comes to the finals. So let's see on Friday who comes home with the chocolates.
Yeah, nice.
Big check.
Seen during the week, don't know if you've seen it, Cabramatta have announced they're going to run a 4-side next year.
Did see that, DJ.
As well, so that's where Rilla started that a few years back. So they did. Jeremy puts that one on at the start of each year. Rilla 4-side, so it'll be interesting to see now with Cabramatta putting one on too. Maybe that's the way to go. I know we're big fans of the 5-side, but maybe a 4-side could be a way to go too. Interesting to see. We've put an EOI in, so you never know. Hopefully we get in there.
Is that DJ? I did see a post and the prize money was 100,000.
100K.
100,000.
Yeah.
Big prize money.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, not to them. Not to a massive club like that, mate. Make that in a day, so they do. Bring some of the top bowlers down and throw them in the game machine room, never mind on the bowling greens, and make that back easy.
Yeah.
Who would? Yeah, no, it's good to see competitions like that coming up. Moving a bit closer to home, mate. Bowls New South Wales over 40s pairs qualifying come up this weekend. Who's your partner?
Oh, good on you, DJ. I was just about to ask you the same thing.
Because
you're older than me, aren't you?
No. Happy to produce the birth certificates to prove that, Simon. But no, we're not quite there yet, folks. We get there at the same time, a couple of months apart, but no, we're not quite there yet. But yeah, good competition. Has been running for a few years now. Over 40s this weekend. So good luck to all those people aged between 40 and 59. You're not allowed to be 60 yet. So you're not. If you're 60, you're in the seniors. But unless you are 59 before the 4th of October next year, and then you're still a senior too. So gotta love that confusion, don't you? It's just
DJ, I'm 38. Do you reckon I could sneak in there to the over 40s?
I mean, you have to look at that COP. You never know. 30? No, because you got to be. The state finals are in October this year. I mean, we still got a couple of years to go. So we do.
Okay.
We still got a couple of years to go. So yeah, I think the mixed pairs is more your cup of tea at the minute.
Thanks, mate. Yeah.
Good lady to carry you from the skipping position. You'll be right.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, over 40s kicking off this weekend around the state. So yeah, good luck to all those out there, and good luck to those old blokes that are playing in the over 40s
and ladies. It's open competition now, Simon. So
that's
yes,
right.
Good luck, especially to the 9 Club Milton City sides that have entered as well. So we got quite a bit of interest in that. Just shows you where our demographic is.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was good to see that many people enter. It just kept coming in. One enter. But it's good. It's good to see. Like we're trying to get people to enter as many of those things as you can, because you never know. Like we were just talking about off air. I know we mentioned last week that we won the open 4s and the senior 4s, and then the boys took out the President Reserve 4s the weekend after. So Club Milton City, 12 blokes going to the state championship finals at Ballina in March, April next year. So that'll be fun. Listening to what happened at the reserve final. There's a couple of guys there I might have to keep under wraps while I'm up there, but we'll have that conversation before we go.
DJ, it's a good job Maitland City isn't short of a few dollars, the accommodation costs going up there, sending 12 blokes over there.
Oh, mate, the best thing about it is, too, it's more work for me, so probably more dollars in my pocket. So
always look on the bright side.
Always look after number one. So, yeah, let's see how we go. But yeah, no. So we're going pretty well, mate. We set a few targets at the start of the year, so the start of the season there. So it's good to see some people have taken that on board and living up to it. So yeah, good luck everyone in the over 40s this weekend.
So DJ, I seen a post this week came out about Commonwealth Games Scotland.
Yeah,
did you see that?
Yep. Yes, I did see that, mate. There, we talked about it a couple of episodes ago. Seeing that there was about a month decision to be made.
Yeah.
Based on that, Glasgow's making a lot of noise trying to host that, and yeah, it's getting close to that mark now where they have to make an announcement. I think so, as everyone knows what's going on. It's a scary proposition that we lose the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah,
as a whole, for everything, like for what the Commonwealth Games stands for, it's a friendly games. It is. I know, and a lot of people aren't into the Commonwealth and all that there now, but for what that stands for, British Empire Games, Commonwealth Games, to lose that as a whole would be just catastrophic. But for our sport, I can't think of much worse.
It's a major platform for us. It's the biggest platform for our sport.
Like, we haven't been lucky enough, Simon, to play at that level to go to a World Championship or go to a Commonwealth Games. But I've just always seen that as the pinnacle.
Yeah.
So I've always seen that above World Championships. That's the one that you want to win. So it would be, I'm talking to some of the players that have got the experience out, or some of those that are striving to be there. It would be such a loss for our sport to not have that. And especially when we've been talking about as well, we're trying to build that platform to get into the Olympics, which is your next step up from the Commonwealth Games. Yeah. Like, to lose it from that multi-sport event would be, I don't know where we go after that. So hopefully, like was said in that article, it's a pretty good one. So the biggest thing and why Australia bottled out of it in the end, good on you, Dan Andrews.
Yeah, thanks, Victoria.
Yeah, was we're going to do this, and this, and then they realised the costs. I mean, don't get me wrong, the costs are exorbitant to host this thing, and it all falls back on the taxpayer. But what Glasgow is actually pushing for is that this is a privately run one, and they're not going to rely on the UK government or the Scottish government to fund any of this. They're going to use, actually, credit to Dan Andrews, they're going to use the money that they had to forfeit, the $100 million or pound or whatever it was. I can't remember which currency they were talking about in the article.
It's £100 million pounds
that the state of Victoria had to forfeit because they gave it up. So they're going to use that plus a lot of private funds to actually get this up and running. And they only held it in 2014. A lot of the venues and stuff are still there. Oh, man, I'd love to see bowls back at Kelvin Grove. That's one of the more scenic bowls locations that I've seen around the place.
Mm-hmm.
So I have them. So yeah, I mean, it'd be really hope it goes through. Really hope it goes through for Glasgow. Like, Scotland's just a lovely country too, man. Like, the weather's maybe not the greatest at times. Like,
yes, correct.
Like we know. But man, it would
bring
be
your umbrella. But
yeah, 100%. They would put on another show. But man, I really hope that does come to fruition, and hopefully we get an answer in the next couple of weeks. And some of those bowlers that still have the ability to play at that level have something to aspire to in 2026.
Yeah, definitely. If that was to go, DJ, that'd be really sad. And hopefully, look, Scotland are really pushing for a strong case to host that. And as you say, they're going to use the money that Victoria are having to stump up to put on the games and not have to go to the UK government and ask for money. So that's a massive big thing if they can pull that off, DJ. And as I say, they are talking about cutting down the events that are going to be run at it.
Yeah,
so it won't be the usual full-scale Commonwealth Games. It'll be a sort of a streamlined Commonwealth Games. So hopefully that article did speak that bowls would likely be on there. Hopefully that's the case.
If they lost bowl, like Scotland would have to look at that and go, it's one of our highest medal in sports. Yes. Like Alex Marshall, isn't Alex the most decorated Commonwealth Games athlete from Scotland? If not,
if not, he'd be up there.
If not all time,
definitely would be. Yeah.
So he has to be up there. Like, they have to put it in there. So they have to showcase it. Yeah. Let's just hope that comes to fruition, mate, and we get an answer very, very soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed, DJ, and then that's another stepping stone towards Olympics Brisbane 32, because we'll be there with the podcast 2032 on the sidelines, going live, saying, remember DJ back in the day, 2024,
Yep.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. We'll be there broadcasting on Fox Sports. Or whoever has the hosting rights at the time. Speaking of meddling, mate,
Yes.
there'll be some good medals coming from that post that you put up during the week about sledging. There's some gold medal favourites from Australia all the time on sledging, but you did put it up finally. What is the best sledge you've had on the bowling green? Now, you've asked me not to look at it and read the comments. You've got to throw some my way. So,
yeah,
I'm very nervous and excited about this, mate, when you do this to me. So let's have it. What have you got?
Some authentic reactions.
Reactions, yeah.
We stuck up a post on the socials going, what was the best bowl sledge that you've heard on the greens? And DJ, we've blew up social media again. We've reached over 30,000 reaches with our post, and I'd say well over 1,000 comments. I had a bit of a flick through, and I'm going to read out a few, DJ. Now, there's some, I'm sure everyone's heard, there's some that come up regularly that we always hear, but there's a few absolute crackers that I haven't heard, DJ, in my 20-odd years of playing lawn bowls.
It's not something you would really engage in either, honestly, is it?
Nah, but you think back to in the day, DJ, you always hear people talking. You might not say them yourself, but you hear other people.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. You're definitely up for it.
Mm.
Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to scroll through and we're going to have a little pick out here of the good ones, DJ. So, what about this one? Call him Seagull because he's always chasing rubbish.
Very good. Very good.
Another one here, DJ. That bowl is skinnier than Jenny Craig on a 10-week program.
What? Stop it.
DJ, what about this one? This is more going down the animal route. Okay, Skip called me giraffe. A giraffe, I asked. He replied, yeah, giraffe, your balls are nowhere near your head.
Oh, stop. Oh, Simon.
Wasn't me. This is the comments, DJ, that's on social media.
Oh, I can't believe you read that out on here. Oh, wow.
Skip yells out,
giraffe.
Where is the danger? I replied, the one in your hand. Oh, you always hear ones about being short, DJ, don't you?
Yes,
you always hear good ones about
it's the
being
most
short.
common one, isn't it?
It's the most common, yeah. Because I guess that's probably the worst bowl you could play is a short bowl.
Mm.
How short is my last bowl? Shouts out somebody, DJ.
Yeah.
Skip replies, 2 yards, a front yard and a backyard.
That's good.
I heard that one.
I thought you were going to go along the lines of you should know what's closer to you. I've heard that one a fair bit.
That one
may have used it a couple of times.
Mentioned quite a bit.
One of my favourite short ones, I said to you during the week, one of my favourite ever short ones that I ever heard was Big Davy Coulter. I think introduced me to it was, he just shared a postcard from Blackpool.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about, postcard from Blackpool? Wish you were here.
Player in my rink fell short of the head yet again. I yelled out, another politician bowl. All promise, no delivery.
Oh, shocker. Very good.
Yeah, quite a few, DJ, with regards to Skip to the lead. That's closer to you than me.
Yeah.
That's a great bowl until you let go of it. That's a pretty common one. This was a good one. This is probably up here as one of my favourite, DJ.
Yep.
So the comment was, hit that bowl. I can only see half of it. Well, hit that half. The other half will go with it.
Very good. Jeez, there's some witty people in our sport, isn't there? I can only see half of it. Well, hit that. The other one will go with it.
Okay, DJ, another one. My third asked me if I wanted him to change hands. I said, I'd rather you change games.
Oh, that's a very supportive skipper, isn't it?
Isn't it? My.
I'd rather you change games. Wow.
Here's a good one, DJ. The Skip says to the lead, where have you been all game? Lead replies, down at the pub looking for a decent skip.
Oh dear. How to turn it around.
Okay, we've got another one. Somebody says that they've been calling them pothole because they're always in the road.
Always in the road, yeah. Yes, I've heard that one before.
Okay, there's another good one, DJ, here. It's not your weight or your grass. It's just your ability.
Your ability or lack thereof. Oh, man.
We got another one, DJ. Lassie couldn't bring that one back. Going down the political route again, DJ.
Political route, here we go.
Donald Trump has got shot more than you.
Oh, wow.
It's a fairly fresh one, that one.
Oh. Jeepers.
We'll bring it back to maybe an Australian one here, DJ.
Yeah.
Call into Bunnings to buy a new rake, because that's all you've been doing all day.
Raking. Yeah. For those in the UK, Bunnings is similar to B&Q.
B&Q still going around, DJ? Or did that end up going?
Oh, I think it is, mate. It's not Bunnings, but... Or as we like to call it in the house now, Hammer Barn, thanks to Bluey.
More wicks than a candle factory.
Very good.
The old one, one that I'd probably say, couldn't hit water standing on a boat.
Yep, heard that one.
Couldn't hit sand if you fell off a camel.
Yep, very good.
It's a good variation of that one.
Yeah, yeah.
You couldn't get shot if you stood in front of a firing squad.
Someone's having a bad day at the office.
If you're going to ride it, at least put a saddle on it.
There's a few jockeys around. Guilty.
Yep. Here's one for maybe the country people out there. With that much grass, you could feed a cow for a year.
Very good. Dave Duncan, that one's for you. Here, another one.
All right, DJ, moving on to maybe a different sport. Still, somebody's thinking about a different sport. Sledgings. Not even Lewis Hamilton could turn at that speed. Good one, eh?
Someone on the heavy draw shot by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Isn't that you all the time, DJ?
Oh, yeah, man. Yep. If you ask for a yard, you're getting a shipyard.
So any DJ that spring to mind whenever you've been playing over the years, anything?
No, not many that you repeat on here. I mean, I tend to cop the brunt of those bad ones, but nah, definitely. I mentioned it on a couple of episodes ago. One of my favorite ones when I was sitting watching an Aussie pairs team play on TV, and the lead was nowhere the first two ends, but they were playing 3-ball pairs, nowhere the first two ends, and the skipper played a couple of clangers. They were about 5 or 6-0 up after two ends with just his balls. Well, play me, you're going great. Yeah. Feel free to join in anytime you want.
Yeah.
Gold.
I think the first time I heard one like that, DJ, was over here. I think it was Johnny Green yelled that out playing State Pennants one time.
Did he?
Yeah. I think he was skipping the rink and he drew the shot one end, and the three in front of him playing pretty average for a good few ends. And he just shouted down to everyone going, "Can't do it all by myself, everyone."
Yeah, that sounds like Johnny Green. It's just a lot of the sledging is actually amongst teammates more often than not in our sport, isn't it? Not too many many shots fired across the bow. Like it can be a bit rough if it rolls at times, but yeah. I know there's a few boys out there get all frustrated at the Wicks and make their feelings known.
Yeah, that's definitely probably the biggest topic I'd say, DJ, is freaking people riding Wicks or calling Wicks in, and yeah, there's definitely a few words said, I'm sure, on the ball screens when that happens.
There's a high profile player in a high profile game, and the player against him got a bit of a glance or a wick, as you may say, to get the shot out of it. And as he turned around, his team had clapped it, and this player looked at him and said, "Where I come from, we apologise for that." I'll reveal that one off air to you, mate, who said that one, but yeah, it was interesting.
There's definitely a few characters go around the ball screens, DJ, and there's definitely some good comments floated around on the ball screen. There's just a few that people had posted on our social media, so happy to share a few of those, and hopefully get maybe a few chuckles out there for all our listeners.
That's it. Right, well, mate, moving on to around the greens again, as you said, maybe a few sledging going on out here, but we talked last week about the Atlantic International Challenge that was being played, and they've finally come to a conclusion, and the winners, Team Ireland.
Oh,
so they did.
DJ.
Team Ireland come from the clouds, so they did. So well done. In the women, we had Sandra Bailey, MBE, Zoe Stratton, Zoe Manish, Sophie McIntyre, Hannah Cochran, and Leah McKeown. So they did. And the ladies, they won the women's standings with 63 points from Canada and 60 points from Scotland with 54 points, and then the USA 21 points. And well done to the Irishmen of Ian McClure, Stuart Bennett, Mark Foster, Adam Rankin, and Stephen Kirkwood. They had 73 points to Scotland's 61 points, over Canada 48, and then the USA with 11, which gave you an overall standing of Ireland with 136 points, Scotland with 115 points, Canada 108 points, and the USA 32 points. So USA is struggling a little bit, but good to see them taking part in this type of competition.
Absolutely.
It's one way to build the sport.
Definitely.
And congratulations to the young up-and-coming player who was named player of the tournament.
Who's that?
Ian McClure. So,
good on you.
Yeah, definitely starting to live up to his potential, that fella. He could make a name for himself if he keeps up. So well done, old Macca.
Well done, Macca, in Ireland. Bringing home chocolate.
That's it, mate. So good. Also, a big shout out to Portadown there, mate, who had some homegrown talent playing in it. Back from your old stomping ground. There was one of the ladies there representing Portadown in Team Ireland.
Yep. Young Zoe Manish, DJ. She plays for Portadown Ladies Bowling Club, and shout out to her. Well done. Competing and winning that Atlantic Challenge with Ireland Ladies. And shout out to Portadown Ladies Bowling Club, who recently won the league. So well done to all those, DJ. My home club.
Courtesy of the Bulls Academy targets, no doubt.
Absolutely, DJ. They do have a set, which I sent over to them, and they have been using, so it's worked out pretty well.
Like they were using it in their front garden, man, as opposed to on the bowling green. Like,
it's pretty long grass over there, DJ.
Chambers, you forget at times, don't you?
Yeah, pretty lush green grass.
Yeah, so congrats Team Ireland at the Atlantic Challenge, and that leads us into, mate, the European Championships. So we touched on that last week.
Today.
Kicked off today, so we don't have much to report on. They're playing as we record, actually. But I did notice, mate.
Yeah.
The live streaming.
Yes, there's live streaming.
You checked it out, and you're the live streaming critic here, man. What's the rundown? What do you think of the live streaming of the European Championships being held in air at the moment?
I did, DJ. I had a quick look on YouTube before we jumped on here. Pretty impressed, actually, DJ. Yeah, because I wasn't impressed last week because the website wasn't really up and going. There was no real
impressed with that.
No information. I was a bit disappointed, but my expectations weren't that high with the live stream. We're not. Shout out to Australian Bowls. We do it well over here and live stream, and even at club level, we can get live stream really good. So I'm pretty impressed, DJ, with the Bowls Europe live stream. I had a quick look on YouTube for that first stream that was on. Lady singles was on. Ireland was playing France. Ireland came home victory. Yeah, look, they've got a couple of cameras set up. So it's not just one camera.
No, it looked to be about four potential shots there from what I see. Yeah. Just so, maybe look. It looks like, can't say for definite, but it looks like they're using the old iPhone method, which is tried and tested. It does the job. Yeah.
Look, we just want to see a bit of action, DJ. It doesn't have to be top quality production value, but just to be able to see what's going on, some results, a few games. I think it's pretty positive for a sport.
That's it.
It's only going to get bigger and better, hopefully.
That's it, man. So just, and the website's improved too. It's got all the teams and stuff listed on there. I'll just run through that pretty quickly. Cyprus and the Czech Republic, no big names there that we'd really know from them. England and the Falkland Islands, that's blown me away, the Falkland Islands. That's coming all the way from over near Argentina. So they've got a men's and a women's singles representative. So good on you, Christopher Locke and Daphne Arthur-Allman, for coming all the way over to Scotland to play in that. Team England, Amy Farrow, big name there in the women's. The men's, there's not really too many big names there. Seem to be using it for a bit of development. Then you've got France and Guernsey. Matthew Labar still kicking around for the men in Guernsey. Then you've got Hungary and Ireland. Ireland's changed their team from the Atlantic Challenge just to give a few other people a go by the looks of it. So the women's team's pretty strong there with like Shoshana O'Neill and Lara Reaney. I think that's meant to be. But it's Lara Reaney on the website. So
Lara Reaney.
Chloe Wilson. Yep. Isle of Man have a team there. Israel have a team there. Used to go pretty well in the World Championships back in the day. Jersey, you got Malcolm de Souza still kicking around there. Netherlands and our friend Ralph de Rouge. He's playing in the pairs and fours. So we're going to have Ralph's got in touch with us again. So we're going to try and get Ralph on for a chat someday, see what it's like in the old Netherlands for a game of lawn bowls. Then you got Scotland and Spain. Scotland, Blair Davidson's kicking around there. He was out here playing for Dandenong down in Victoria there for a bit. But yeah, they look to have a bit of a development team going on there too for their men and the women. In Spain, we've got Pete Bonzer, who will be very familiar to those in Australia, especially down in Wollongong, and wife Lisa. They're both playing for Spain. So they are. We've got Sweden and Switzerland. So we do. Turkey. Ozkan Akar. That's a name that's been kicking around for years, man. So it is. He's playing the singles and the triples there for Turkey. Then you got, obviously, Wales, the Dragons. Again, seems to be a bit of a development team going on there. And they've also got a para event on too. I mean, Ireland, Israel, Scotland, and Wales have all got para teams competing too. So it's good to see that para athletes getting a bit of recognition as well, mate.
It's good to see, actually, DJ, that the home nations, which will be the stronger nations of all those, they're actually using it as a bit of a development, or maybe giving players a bit of a shot at sort of playing at sort of national level. I think that's better for the competition. Like, if Ireland, Scotland, England were to go in full strength into their representatives that play World Bowls and Commonwealth Games, it's not going to be much of a game really for all of those.
No, you're going to jag a win here or there, but some of those lower end countries, like you said, they're not going to. It's not really going to be too fair on them. They've got to be given a chance to develop too, and this is a chance for them to win medals because they are against sort of weakened teams, and I don't think there's much shame in saying that, to be honest. Like, there's priority events, and for those in the Northern Hemisphere too, mate, they're not part of that. Is like, we're not blessed down here to be working and paid in the sport. Yeah, these guys have all got have all got jobs that they have to keep full time, and they have to use annual leave sometimes to go and play in these events. So that gives them a bit of a break.
Yeah, no, it's good to see that it's not just out there in some of those smaller nations just going to go out and get absolutely hammered on the bowls green, and then really, like, do they think that that's going to be a good thing to go to every year or every couple of years whenever it's being held? Like, it's something that I think is a positive, that the stronger nations are actually trying to bring on other players and give them a bit of a shot.
Helps for their development too.
Yes, correct, and gives a bit more variety for those stronger nations, and maybe, you never know, some players might really outperform DJ and get a sniff at playing some of the other major events that are around the world.
Yeah, and Ralph, if you're listening, make it onto those people from the Falkland Islands. I'd love to know their story about a club on the Falkland Islands. That's blown me away, that one. So that's Ralph, you're our roving reporter on the ground. Get on to it. Send your invoices to simon@thebullsacademy.com. Oh dear. Another big event to look forward to, mate. I'm waiting with bated breath on the draws coming out. Is the Nationals. So I've seen there. I'm just having a quick look through. The draws aren't out yet, but the entry lists are in. So the men's singles, the Blue Ribbon event for the men. Brendan Wilson from Queensland, Cody Packer from Western Australia, Craig Mills from South Australia, Daniel Baker from the Northern Territory, Jay Gronage, formerly of Queensland, now of Tasmania, Jay Bruce from New South Wales, and Jay By Norris, also of Victoria. So there's a few players there representing their states but are now residing in New South Wales. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, mate, and how the draw goes for that. Looking on to the women's singles as well on our entry list there. Chloe Morrison from the ACT. Interesting, they've sent a woman representative, not a man's. Chloe Stewart of Queensland, Colleen Orr of Northern Territory, Dawn Heyman of New South Wales, Kelly McCarrahan of Victoria/Canada, Christina Christic of Western Australia, and wow, without notice, Yunamani Moffat from South Australia. If I've got that wrong, I apologise. But yeah, that's just a quick look at the entrance in the Blue Ribbon event. Obviously, Nationals, massive. You've got the Ali Shield, the women's equivalent. You got the senior sides championships for the men and women as well. You've got the under-18s going up there as well. And then you've got all the men's singles, women's singles, pairs, fours, and the champions all being played there up between Tweed and between the Tweed Club and Broadbeach in October. So that'll be an interesting one to go, mate. I haven't had a phone call from Bowls Australia or anything yet to come up and do any commentary. So obviously, mate, I don't know. Did you get that email, or have they just maybe forgot about us?
I think maybe just forgot about us, DJ.
Andrew Howie, if you're listening, mate, we're ready and willing to go. We don't come for free, but we do come cheap.
Just make sure, Andrew, you just put me in a different motel to DJ, because if I have to listen to him all day, I don't have to listen to him all night.
Words hurt. You know that? Like, words hurt. But I do understand where you're coming from, mate, and that's the joy for you, is that you do get to put the phone down and not have to talk to me, whereas my head I listen to myself 24/7, mate. So you don't know the pain. Trust me, you don't know the pain.
I know. I can't believe people actually subscribe to our podcast, DJ, to listen to you week in, week out. Really don't understand it.
Read the subtitles of me, so they are.
They don't work.
Yeah, no, mate. At least I'm staying true to my heritage. I don't know what that accent is you've got. Trying your best Rory McIlroy and Graham McDowell impressions there, so you are.
You need to come up with something different, DJ.
Oh, dear. Anyway, mate, just before we wrap up, bit of a shout out to Benny Two Shoes. I've seen there on his LinkedIn profile, Benny Two Shoes has left Bulls Australia and no longer working for him. So, yeah, not too sure what's going on there or if there's a replacement lined up or anything. But, yeah, Benny done a great job while you were there, mate, just over 12 months. Like I said in a previous episode, you did have a few things that you fell short on, but your enthusiasm was just beyond anything I've seen before, and you're always striving to be better, man. And you definitely, like, your knowledge of the game improved, especially in the last 6 months, I reckon, from listening to you on commentary and things. I mean, you were always doing your best for the sport, and I know you're an avid listener here, mate. So from me and Simon, all the best, mate. Whatever brings next, hopefully a bit more time at home with the family. There's a lot of traveling with Bulls New South Wales and stuff like that. So, Benny, enjoy it, mate. Reach out anytime, buddy. We're happy to give you a shout out or happy to have a chat if you ever need to, mate. So, yeah, good on you, mate, and all the best for the future.
Absolutely. DJ, moving on to probably our final topic for this episode.
Yep.
Did you see World Bowls posted on their Facebook page? Now, this is going back probably a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I noticed they put a shout out. World Bowls has recently been approached by a number of our members, so member nations, really.
Yep.
Including Sri Lanka, Nigeria, Ghana, Malta, Kenya, Nepal, Turkey, PNG, and Brazil, who are all desperately seeking bowls equipment. So that being bowls, jacks, mats, and carpet to support the growth of the sport in their respective countries. So any listeners out there, any clubs that might have some old equipment lying around, something that might be able to offer in terms of assistance to all those smaller member nations, get in touch with World Bowls. So they've got on their post, please contact email ceo@worldbowls.com.
Doing some wonderful things for the game again, Mr. Neil Dalrymple.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that was a good thing to have a bit of a shout out, DJ. We were always pushing on about trying to help the smaller guys within our sport and put out there not just knowledge, but let's put out some helping hands as well, DJ. If we've got some equipment lying around, I'm sure there's plenty of clubs out there, DJ, that have some equipment that they could maybe offer up and help those smaller nations to grow our sport. And that's what we want, DJ. If we want to get into Brisbane 32, let's get all
absolutely. I mean, we need those. As you said, you need those extra member nations coming in and showing that they're interested in increasing the reach of the sport. So by all means, if that's a little thing that some clubs can do to help, get in touch with Neil at World Bowls.
Absolutely, and there's plenty of clubs here in Australia, DJ. We're probably the biggest member nation, so if the help's going to come from anywhere, I think it's going to be coming from this part of the world.
Maybe a few Bulls Academy targets that we send over as well for them to practice with, mate.
Who knows, DJ? We'll have a look and see what we can do in terms of the Bulls Academy. We'll definitely, where words are, we'll put some actions to it. So, we'll see what we can do as well.
If the profits allow for it. Well, a bit of a shorter one for you this week, folks. We'll be back next week with a bit more information, especially around the Broadbeach 5-a-side and a few other things. Hopefully the European Championship's coming into a conclusion and we can crown some champions in that. Look forward to some other big events coming up in the not too distant future. We'll have regional triples coming up in our area, Simon. I know you're pretty much done down there. But yeah, there's a few player interviews in the pipeline, so hopefully bring you some more of those in the near future as well. We'll target some big fish to give you some nice insights into the game, both administratively and on the greens.
Absolutely, yep.
So keep enjoying everything, folks. Feel free to reach out, Simon at thebullsacademy.com or DJ at thebullsacademy.com. Let's hear some of those sledges again. There were some good ones in there tonight too. But all the best, folks. Keep that little disc on the inside, and we'll see you next week.
Good luck on the greens, folks, if you're playing this weekend or whenever. And we'll catch you again next week.